Hello, fellow fun seekers. In this video, I am going to teach you my secret to coming up with literally hundreds of ideas on a daily basis. Keep watching. You're going to be amazed. Seriously? You believe that kind of nonsense? Would you also believe that you can make thousands of dollars a month from your couch selling repossessed dentures? I think not. The reality is, coming up with ideas can be either remarkably hard or remarkably easy. It really depends on the day. And for me, it is taking a look at why I started a channel in the first place and why you either have a channel or are thinking of starting one. And that is because you have a passion, right? You have experience in something that you want to share with the world. So for me, the way that I got started with it when it comes to coming up with ideas is I thought if I knew nothing about the topic, and it doesn't matter, you think about the things you look up, right? Maybe you have a plumbing question, maybe you're curious about sheep, maybe you like chickens, maybe it's ferrets, maybe you're wondering how to build something. Doesn't matter. Think about those questions that you ask. Then you think about the questions that you think your audience would ask about your particular passion, and you make a video about that. And I guess one of the things that it actually makes things really, really helpful is have the mindset that there are no stupid questions. Like when you would first start getting into whatever it is you're interested in, you would have questions that to someone that's experienced may sound absolutely ridiculous. But because you're new, you literally don't know. There's no stupid questions. So you can start off answering really, really simple, uh, really, really simple questions and essentially kind of build from there. For me, my passions are ferrets and cycling, and there's a bunch of other things, but that's it for the time being. And in my case, most people don't really know much about ferrets, so that's how I started things off with. So you want to get a ferret? Here are some of the things that you need to think about. Start off at the basics, kind of keep moving up and up and up, and then before long, you end up with kind of a little bit of a library. Keep in mind too that ideas are seldom fully formed. Very rarely do I have something that just pops into my head and is immediately fully developed and ready. That's why it's important to have some way to kind of take these things down. Whether it be you leave yourself a little bit of a voice note, whether you keep a notebook that you write down. It could be something as simple as you saw a picture, you heard a song, you picked up a little tidbit of knowledge or something like that. And before long, you end up having like this really big library of assorted facts or ephemera. And from there, then you can start to build out some ideas, whether it be for doing shorts, whether it be doing long form videos or something of that nature. But it's important to keep a note. Also, seldom do the videos kind of stem from just a single topic. They oftentimes, when I go and I look at my notebook, they're 3, 4 words kind of widely distributed around. And as a result of that, I could make a video about each and every one of those words and kind of build on that. Or I could kind of combine them together and make them something a little bit more coherent. And that's why I kind of like to say the creative process is a process. Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's hard, sometimes an idea just hits, sometimes it doesn't. But it's important to kind of keep that stuff, kind of try to keep it in one place so you can refer to it. And if you're a little bit stuck, you have stuff to go back on. One other thing that I find that's really, really important when it comes to creating is to really just be yourself. If you're creating topics that are perhaps outside of your field of expertise, you're kind of stepping way outside your boundaries. People are going to see that, and you're going to come across as fake, and people aren't going to get any value from that. With me, what you see is what you get, right? So it's I have a very limited skill set or very limited set of knowledge, if you will. And as a result, I focus on that. I'm not going to go and, for example, do a video on, how to put plumbing in because I don't know anything about that. Um, but I will talk about, how to improve cycling. I will talk about how to take care of ferrets and things like that, things that I know about. And I'll do it in a genuine manner. My frame, the way I speak, like here, is basically the way I speak, in the real world. It's not all, I'm not creating an act for the benefit of you. I am who I am. Be who you are. Your journey is interesting as it is. It doesn't require a whole bunch of elaboration. It's really, really normal to also try to create like a perfect linear flow. And this is going to be kind of like a two-part thing. Um, you're going to want like, your one video to go and almost segue seamlessly into the next one. And that really isn't going to happen when you first get started. Your videos are going to be haphazard. It's going to be, frankly, digital chaos. And that's okay, because part of the whole process is just finding your voice, um, finding how you like to deliver your information, finding um, how you like to appear on camera, or if you want to appear at all. Lots of people are very, very successful by not being on camera and just being a voice behind it. And then the other thing is, don't expect perfection. You know, Part of being authentic is also making mistakes. Not all of us are born with a voice that is born out of great experience of, for example, doing newscasting or other kind of video production. So you're going to stammer, you're going to stumble, and so what? As long as you're telling your story in an authentic manner, that's all that really matters. The last point I want to make is that it's sometimes okay just to hit record. You may have just kind of a fragment of an idea or something maybe happening around you, and it's perfectly fine to just hit record. You never know what kind of magic you're going to capture. What's that phrase? Lightning in a bottle, so to speak. Some of my most successful shorts have come from, basically went from an idea to post in like 5 to 10 minutes. It was just an idea. I recorded it, didn't edit it, just put it out there, and people liked it. Also, you know what? If you record it and you don't necessarily like it, you save it, right? You save it because it can be kind of a spark for a new idea. Or you can think of a way that maybe you can kind of expand on that in a really, really interesting and fun way, or funny way, or however you wish to actually deliver the message. The main thing I want to kind of emphasize, and this is kind of the conclusion, is just have fun. Your ideas are your ideas, and some of them are going to be awesome and resonate with people, and some of them aren't. But that's okay, because your story is interesting and you deserve to continue to tell it. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you hung around this long, I certainly hope you drop a like. And also, if you're really interested, do subscribe, because there's a lot of kind of weird, fun content going on. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.